President Obama is blocking new offshore drilling in huge areas of U.S.-owned waters. His declaration affects a section of the Arctic Ocean that's about the size of Spain, as well as 31 canyons in the Atlantic Ocean. They are now off limits to oil and gas companies. Margaret Brennan is at the White House with what's behind the ban and how it is already being challenged. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning. Well, in an attempt to protect both the environment and his own legacy, President Obama invoked an obscure law to make much of the eastern seaboard and some of the Arctic off limits to oil exploration. The decision is a last-ditch attempt by President Obama to nail down environmental protections before Donald Trump takes office. The so-called permanent drilling ban applies to portions of the ocean floor from Virginia to Massachusetts and shields most of Alaska's northern coast. President Obama visited that state last year as part of his two-year effort to protect around 125 million acres in the region and highlight the effects of climate change.
The pace of the reductions of the glacier are accelerating rapidly each and every year.
The decision to indefinitely halt drilling off the Alaskan coast is sure to irk the incoming Trump administration, which has friendly ties to the energy industry. The American Petroleum Institute said in a statement, "Fortunately, there's no such thing as a permanent ban, and we look forward to working with the new administration on fulfilling the will of American voters on energy production." Bob Deans is with the National Resources Defense Council.
The law gives the president the authority to protect these waters. It does not give a future president the authority to undo those protections, and no president has done that.
But the U.S. is not going it alone. In a movement of solidarity, Canada's progressive Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced he'd also block new drilling in its Arctic territory. Now, the Republican-controlled Congress could move to rescind President Obama's orders, but Anthony, if this goes to the courts, this would be the first case of its kind with no real precedent to draw from.
Very interesting, Margaret. Margaret Brennan, thanks.